the NBA just concluded the first ever in-season tournament. The Lakers won the in-season championship on Saturday. Pretty competitive game up until the last, I say couple minutes. When I was watching the game, I knew when Tyrese Halliburton didn't take the challenge of D'Angelo Russell in front of him with like 2 minutes left, this game was about to be over. And I think it was Cam Reddish hit a three, and that was pretty much all she wrote. But the Lakers ended up winning that game 123-109. They are the first ever in-season champions or NBA Cup champions or whatever you want to call it. My questions for you guys, I'm going to go with Pav first. First, what did you think about the tournament? I know you, when the idea was brought, you were actually thought it could work. What's your opinion on how it went? And do you think it was a little extra with the celebrations? And now we hear that there's going to be a banner at crypto.com arena.
I think it's extra, but you got to make it mean something. I think I think the only way to keep it around 15, 20 years is you have to make it mean something to people. Make it obviously it's not an NBA championship, but I think in the future, 10 years down the line, when we look at seasons, like, oh man, they won the in-season tournament, they had the best record in the league, and they won the championship. They had full domination throughout the whole 100 games that they played. I think like that could end up being a thing. As far as what the tournament, I think it was great. It did what I thought it would do, which is give teams and players a chance to shine that usually wouldn't have a chance to shine. It can also have a negative impact, like what it did with Zion and the Pelicans. That's going to be interesting to look at throughout the rest of the season.
They've been calling Zion fat for 48 hours.
Yeah, they've been calling Zion fat for 48 hours, and they wasn't doing that before that game. They've been calling that man fat for 48 hours. But like Halliburton, but there's no possible way we would have been watching it. Like, bro, I watch a lot of basketball. I swear to God, I ain't never cut on the Pacers game. If it's 4 p.m., I'm never like, the Pacers are playing. I don't know. Let me watch this. And I know Hallie can hoop. I know Obi can hoop. I know they got guys on the roster, but I'm never just cutting on the Indiana Pacers game. That's not something I'm doing. I think that's not something that probably most of us are going to do unless it's in prime time. So what it does is, man, it gives people and teams a chance to shine. Like even Pelicans Kings. There's no way if I see Pelicans Kings on a schedule, that looks nasty. I'm not watching Pelicans Kings if there's a full slate of games. I'm not doing it. So it just, even Lakers Pacers, I only might watch it because it's the Lakers.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't even want to watch that game. I was rooting for the Bucks to win that game so bad. A couple days ago, because I was like, dog. I knew how that game was gonna go. I knew that was gonna. They have no answer for Anthony Davis, man. But go ahead.
But again, like I think it was great. The way the Lakers played was, I think that they showed. I'm not gonna jump off the bridge and say they can win the championship. Obviously, because the NCAA tournament is one game. It showed me something about Tyrese. Like I think everybody need to calm down a little bit. I like Tyrese. I love Tyrese. Great young hooper. But the things I was seeing people say, I'm like, brother, I would love to see this man do this when they scheme for this man. When somebody actually has a plan, like we gonna do this to you. For 4 straight games, I would love to see what happens. So I think
that tape gonna spread like COVID through the league in the next couple weeks.
I think you got like a little playoff feel. The Lakers look great. Anthony Davis. Okay, here's my thing with Anthony Davis. It's not that he's not having a good season. When you look at his numbers, he's having a really good season. But the shit that he did yesterday,
he can do that all the time.
You can't fucking tell me he do that every night. He don't even the way he was looking. I ain't never seen that man mean mug like that.
Yeah.
What the hell was going on? I'm like, you can't do this shit every day.
Not since the bubble.
But see, I got a hot take, y'all. I know it might not go over, but I think that this in-season tournament proved my point about the bubble title. And how the only reason why I don't count the bubble title is not because of what they went through or anything like that. The Lakers were clearly the best team and the most healthiest team going into the bubble. And to me, the bubble was the one situation where literally everything worked for the Lakers because everybody was healthy, including the person who really brought the bubble championship home, Anthony Davis. Yep. I think that just like the bubble, this situation was aligned for him to look like the Anthony Davis that we should be seeing on a daily basis. if we don't have these motivating factors, we're not going to get the Anthony Davis that we should be getting. And that's what's frustrating to me about him. Because also the pressure wasn't on Anthony
The pressure
Davis.
wasn't on anyone.
It wasn't on any honestly, the pressure was more if it was on anybody, it was on the
LeBron
39-year-old dude that was playing his ass off. But this tournament, like I said, I was hoping this tournament were to spotlight people that we didn't expect to see. Check. My hope was that it wasn't blue bloods in the title game. It was two teams that are on the come up that could get the spotlight. Didn't get it with both, but I at least got one. Tyrese Halliburton really got the light shined on him. But we all knew what the hell was going to happen when the LA Lakers was up in that bitch. And Anthony Davis led the way. But let this shit be March. We gonna be like, where the hell is Anthony Davis?
And not even March.
That's my issue. Well, shit, yeah, probably next Tuesday.
I even this is the thing. I'll say this, and before we go to Dante, man, this is my thing about Anthony Davis because I feel like a lot of people act like I hate it. I don't hate it. I'm not gonna act like I'm a fan. I'm not a fan of him. It has nothing to do with his basketball skills. Well, it has something to do with basketball skills. One, I hate people who waste talent. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's not. I know it might sound disrespectful, and I'm not like trying to go in on him as a player. But when I say about waste talent, because he can do what he just did. That's why you get the Hall of Fame big men who get angry at him. That's why you get the Charles Barkleys. That's why you get the Shaquille O'Neals and guys like that. Like you can do that every night, bro. Like that was the original plan of trading for Anthony Davis. The plan was trade Anthony Davis, give LeBron a big man who LeBron really ain't played with a legit big man in his entire career. Like we're not gonna count Kevin Love. I thought Kevin Love was great with Cleveland. I don't consider him the traditional big man. And even Anthony Davis not traditional, but you know what I mean. And this is supposed to be where LeBron can take some of the load off and ride off into the sunset, and the Lakers' kingdom will be given to Anthony Davis. That is not happening. LeBron has been doing even more. And like you said, the pressure is never on this nigga. Like it's never. I know we make fun of him. I know he's gonna get the butt of jokes from everybody when he does these things. But at the end of the day, LeBron's gonna get it. If LeBron wins, he's the GOAT. And all the things that's gonna come with it, the cool Nike commercials, all that. If he loses, it's gonna be the same old tired jokes. Well, Michael Jordan would have did this, Kobe would have did this, and that's because all the pressure's on him. So if you're Anthony Davis, knowing the pressure's on everybody else, you should be hooping better. And like you just said, Bang, we're gonna be talking about in March. We ain't gotta wait to March. We're gonna be talking about this in like 10 days. We might be saying this on Christmas when they lose to the Celtics, and he got Porzingis working him. That's some stuff that's probably gonna happen. So as far as Anthony Davis and the Lakers, I think this was for them. It's good, and they've actually been playing well. And I feel like playing with LeBron gets your career rejuvenized. Look at Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish was bad. Now he's out there making shots, and so I think it was good. I personally enjoyed the in-season tournament. I was somebody who hated it when it was brought up. I was like, this don't make an iota of sense. It was competitive. I enjoyed it. Like Pavy said, I don't watch Pacers game. I damn near don't watch the great teams. Sometimes I'm like, oh, still football on. I don't want to watch that. But it was entertaining, and I felt like for the league it was good too. And yes, I do feel like the banner, I didn't think the champagne celebration was extra. Because I feel like
you're supposed to do that. You won.
You're supposed to do that. People celebrate in baseball with winning wild cards and things like that. So I think that the banner's a little extra, but I understand you got to make this a thing and something big. And next year, I do believe there will be a brand. Some brand is going to sponsor this. It's going to be the Amazon.
The banner for the Lakers is crazy.
If it was that's what I'm saying. For the Pacers
one, put the banner up, but the banner for the Lakers is crazy. The banner for the Lakers
put Western Conference Finals banners up there. If I'm not
they don't even put division championship. So like for the banner for the Lakers is crazy. Pacers, I would understand.
They should have took that little trophy and put it at the entryway of Staples. Let people rub on that bitch when they walk in. Like this is nothing serious. Y'all are the Yeah, bro, y'all the fucking
Get
Lakers,
you a
bro.
free, get you some free Jack in the Box
Yeah,
tacos.
no,
Take a picture
no.
with the in-season trophy.
Yeah, bro, there's no reason for them to hype this, but no, I agree. The tournament from the jump, I already knew what it was. Like I said, I watched soccer, so I knew what the vibes were supposed to be, and I think they nailed it. Like the courts were a little excessive, but I get playing to the youth. All the 2K players out there, and they my player courts and shit be looking like that. So I get why they did that. But overall, I think the tournament was a success. You saw pretty much like what Bang wanted to see. You saw a juggernaut go up against a team that nobody watches. I think Tyrese Halliburton said it leading up into the final. He said, "I'm pretty sure most of y'all haven't watched the Indiana Pacers game this year." So like the players
right.
the players know what's
Then
going
he
on.
said
They
he had
wasn't
only one national.
Yeah, only one
Yeah.
His first national televised game was in the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
That was his first one. And
Yeah.
so, I think it was a success, and that's part of why you do this is because you want to get your young stars on television, and this is another way to do that during the regular season because they damn sure not going to be there in the playoffs 9 times out of 10. So I think it was an extreme success.
That paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna.